Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and let's talk about that for a minute. Bentley being my last name, so that's obvious. Backwoods, when I came up with the name, I didn't do any research on the words because I figured I knew what I was talking about, so that's all that really mattered. But after I put it up, I just decided I would do a search on the internet of backwoods and bushcraft, and what I found was kind of surprising. Maybe I'm naive, maybe I'm just not I don't know, socially in it, but if anybody's ever done a search for the word backwoods, my channel's nothing like that. I would have never in my wildest dreams even guessed that that would come up. But anyway, and bushcraft. To me, bushcraft was pretty much the same, just what I do. I just go out in the woods and do stuff. And I have noticed that the word bushcraft is used more in England than it is here in the United States. But I like it, so Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft it is. And that it's going to stay that way. Now, to be totally honest, if I hadn't had a channel until now, I probably wouldn't call it that right now. And actually, originally this channel was called Zen Shin Self-Defense Academy because it was just for my martial arts school. Originally, that's all it was. This channel's been up for 4 years, but I only had one video for 3 years. I only had one video up, and then a year ago I put 6 videos up, I think it was, and 9 months ago I put one video up, and I believe it was my moccasins. And that was the first video that had anything to do with what I do now. I had a piece of deer hide, and if you watch that video, I believe that I go through the whole process, but I made a pair of moccasins out of a deer skin. The whole process from getting it right off the deer and going through the entire process, I ended up making a pair of moccasins out of it. But that was the first video of anything outdoorsy, you know, backwoods bushcraft. That was the first video that I did, and that was 9 months ago. And then 8 months ago from now, 8 months back, I started putting up other videos, and that's pretty much the whole history of this channel. Like I said, originally it was strictly for my martial arts. I was still, a year ago, I was still debating on whether or not I was really done, and I decided, you know, as far as teaching and even training, I am done. So then I really got into this, so this is what I do now. So that's a little bit of history on my channel, and I can understand people not thinking certain aspects of what I do is bushcraft, and hey, I completely feel, you know, I don't have any animosity or negativity towards anybody, just because they don't think what I do is bushcrafty. It doesn't hurt my feelings. So you guys feel free to disagree with me anytime you want. feel free to put it on my channel. It truly is not going to hurt my feelings. I may not respond to it because I just don't necessarily know how to respond to a negative statement like that, other than to say, okay, so it's not, you know, okay, I understand that. And for sure, you don't have to remove your statement if you're watching. You didn't have to remove that. You know, you didn't have to remove that. It didn't hurt my feelings. I don't feel bad about it. You shouldn't feel bad about it. It was a belief you have. So, you know, it's cool. And to the other person who disagrees that what I was doing was bushcraft, that's cool. I completely understand that. I mean, you know, using PVC to a lot of people isn't bushcraft or any kinds of outdoorsy thing, and that's completely cool with me. It's not going to hurt my feelings. So I just wanted to throw that out real quick, a little bit of history on my channel, and to let everybody know, not just the two people that didn't care for what I was doing as being called bushcraft. Just because my channel is called Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft doesn't mean everything I'm going to do is going to be outdoors bushcraft stuff, you know. And it doesn't, purity is not in my vocabulary as far as sticking to one particular aspect of anything. Even in my martial art days, I was not a purist by any means. I never stuck with one thing and said, this is the beat all, this is how it is, and this is how it's going to remain. Never did that. I always mixed everything with everything to create something for me, the way it works for me. So, and I do that with this. I do that with everything in my life. So, I just wanted to say that everything's cool. Feel free to disagree and to leave those disagreements on my channel. That's fine. I do ask that you not get mean and that you're not disrespectful to anybody. But, you know, if you want to disagree with me, have at it. It's not going to hurt my feelings, and it's not going to make me angry. It just isn't going to. So if you feel like something I'm doing isn't right, and you want to make a statement saying that, feel free to do that. You enjoy. Knock yourself out. You know, just be respectful to everybody, and that's really all I got to say about it. So thank you for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and I will be